In today's ASMR one card pull, I'm pulling from the Meraki Tarot, the second edition. So let's go and see what we have today. This is the Knight of Cups. So let's see. Our cups, swords, cups. Here we go. All right. It says that the planetary ruler is Neptune. The astrology. I don't know why I suddenly couldn't say. Astrology is Pisces. Modality is mutable. Element is fire of water. Affirmation is yes. Activating crystal banded agate. The light keywords are chivalrous, courtship, diplomatic, emotional, passionate, and connection. The dark keywords are broken promises, calculating, and deception. Light. The Knight of Cups embodies a classic and graceful romantic. He is fully devoted to his ways and has no qualms with lavishly letting you know this is a time of honesty and vulnerability to yourself and defining what true love is for you. This could be the love of another or the love of your passions in life. Take hold of it, be present, and connect. When you navigate this emotional energy, be aware of all it brings and manage the expectations. Dark. In this position, a creative endeavor may be ready to take off, but all the plan is not complete yet. Emotionally, this may be a time when you are moody or jealous, allowing these emotions to get the best of you. This may also be a time when you are too involved in an emotional state and it's taking you under, creating a situation where you cannot see past your current challenges. While dreaming of what may come can be enticing, in order for it to have wings, there must be time spent to lay it all out to ground your project. Crystal Association. Banded agate offers healing, grounding, and loving energies. It heals our mind, body, and spirit while protecting us from psychic attacks and negative energies. And then there's an affirmation. I soar with an imaginative heart and the will to offer my purest light and passions. So I think for me, actually, things both from the light and the dark jump out as things like that just kind of maybe underline for me right now, either what's going on or I like this as a time of honesty and vulnerability to yourself and defining what true love is for you. I think oftentimes when I think of love, I can get very confused. If any of you have seen the movie High Fidelity, I recommend it if you haven't, but there's a line where he talks about how nobody talks about how music has messed us all up, in terms of like what we think of love. And I don't think media in general can do that. We have all these images of whether it's movies, TV, music, like all of these, like, oh, love at first sight, oh, this, oh, that I think can set us up for like weird expectations. At least, some people like me. So I feel like, I'm kind of old to be trying to figure this out, but I think I'm getting better at like defining what true love is for me versus what it is and like people tell you it should be. You know what I mean? And it's kind of weird, but it is what it is. And from the dark side, well, that sounded weird, but on like the opposite side, or the shadow side, or however you'd put it, when she says this may also be a time when you are too involved in an emotional state and it is taking you under, creating a situation where you cannot see past your current challenges. I feel like I'm a little bit in that space too, where yeah, it can be hard even while I'm doing these videos. Sometimes I do them when I'm feeling particularly like anxious, which is kind of a weird energy to bring, but it helps me kind of transform that anxiety a little bit and it's calming. But I feel like can be hard sometimes when you're someone who has anxiety or panic issues not to, once they start happening, for them to sort of pull you under. So it's just kind of, to me, that just kind of highlights the place where I'm at, and maybe is like a reminder to, not to guard against that, but to like put measures in place to try to even that out a little bit. But anyway, that's, I guess, what I'm getting out of it today. So I'm a little tired, so I feel like my brain's not quite working fit enough, but hopefully you got something out of this card, and hope to see you again soon.